I would like to welcome you to season 2,
The
the second.
sequel.
It's you can tell it's a sequel because the title has a second exclamation point in it. Hello, welcome to this week's episode of Jared and Now Watch K-On! It's episode something. What, 15? 15. Let's go with that. 15. The big 1
Is it
5.
episode 15?
It's episode number 15.
Does that include the OVA?
Yes.
Nice.
We're here to talk to you about the season premiere of season 2. I'm Jared, that's Ann Layden, by the way.
Hello.
Season 2. Season 2. It's episode number 1. It's called Seniors.
They're seniors now.
I feel like, I don't remember if we talked about this in the last episode or not. We might have, and I'm just completely repeating myself, but I feel like it bears mention. For season 2 of K-On!, we are doing it in this weird machete order that tries to fit everything chronologically together, because some of the OVAs are in different spots within the season. So if you are following along with us, here once again, if I already said this before, is our order how we're going to be watching season 2. We will, of course, remind you once we get to those episodes specifically. But we were watching the first 13 episodes. Then we will watch technically episode 27, then 14 through 21, then episode 25, then episode 22, then episode 26, then episodes 23 and 24, and then the movie. Get it? Gotta get it.
Bouncing around.
Yes, that's what we do here.
Bounce.
But we've reached season 2.
Senior year.
Everyone's seniors now. The
Seniors.
4/5 of the Light Music Club are seniors now.
Nice.
It's a big change. Obviously, a very different introduction from the season 1 premiere. Not Yui just fumbling around trying to get to school on time. She's already at school. She's
I
eating.
thought you meant the actual intro of the show.
She's got her toast with jelly on it. She's playing her guitar. She's just having a good old time in the club room as everyone comes in and sees her just windmilling on her guitar.
She has a new pose.
She does. She has a new pose. Like you said, we do get a new opening and ending for this episode as well because it's the new season.
Whew.
That's a sign of good from you. I don't know.
I don't like either one as much as I liked season 1.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I feel like the opening at least picks up for the second half. I don't necessarily remember what the second half ending is. I would probably if I heard it, but off the top of my head, currently I don't.
The first opening of season 2 is just very squeaky.
Mm-hmm.
And so it feels like very chaotic for me and like a way that I don't care for.
Mm-hmm.
And you just Don't Say Lazy was so good.
Yeah.
And I do seem to prefer the closing themes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure why that is, but seems like that's the case so far. We'll see if that trend continues.
It's a possibility. We continue this episode as they have early practice after greeting each other. Yui takes this opportunity to reintroduce everyone because it might have been some time since between the seasons if you had been watching this originally.
Mm-hmm.
So she reintroduces everyone, and then she tries to have a new look by changing her part. And everyone's like, yeah, it's the same.
It's so funny. But I was telling you, I just recently changed my part. And like, you think that it's going to change everything. And for me, it changes everything. But everybody else is like, eh. All right, I guess.
I guess it's different. I don't know.
Yeah. She tried so hard.
She got so far, but in the end,
It didn't
doesn't even
really matter.
So they go and check out where their class arrangement is. There's a huge group of students there. So Yui like maneuvers her way in very strangely.
She like puts her arms out in front of her like she's swimming.
She's like a fish. She finds it, she sees it, and she's like, oh. And then she maneuvers her way back out, and then like bounces out and falls on the ground, and then cries. She's like, I fell down.
That was so funny.
And she's like, what was I doing? Oh, right. And she tells them, hey, we're all 4 in the same class this year.
Yay!
No more strangeness like last year, where they're split up. They all get to be together.
There's some crying, not because we fell down, but because we're in the same class.
True. They also realize Nodoka is also in the same class as them.
Mm-hmm.
And also they have Miss Yamanaka as their homeroom teacher. So they're like, the funny part is like they're before she comes in the classroom, like they're all like, do you think someone has enough pull in this school to like put us all in the same class? They're like, nah, that's not it. And then Miss Yamanaka walks in and she's like, she would.
And they're like, did you do this?
And she's like, yeah. What's up? And also they're very shocked at like Miss Yamanaka trying to be like very nice and not Miss Yamanaka to like the homeroom. They're like, this is not your real nature. What are you doing? After that, they go to the auditorium for the opening ceremony where we get the school song.
It was so weird. And we had a discussion about this because like I don't actually remember school songs, and the only time that I ever hear them is at like graduation ceremonies. I'm like, oh, we had a school song, I guess. Yay.
Yeah, like for me it would always be like at dumb pep rallies and stuff. We would hear it, and also sporting events. The weird thing about so like in high school, you know, a lot of, I guess I would assume this is the case, like a lot of high schools just ape college school songs for their school song for the most part. So the college I go to now was the song, or had the school song that my high school aped. So it just followed me ever since. I can't get away from it.
You can't get away.
So yeah, we get to hear everyone sing the school anthem. And then they're like, all right, get out of here. Go do club stuff. I don't know.
Go be students somewhere
Go
else.
be students somewhere. Azusa's like, all right, we're going to get new members for the Light Music Club. Yay!
Yay!
Nodoka at one point asked Yui what the future of the club's going to be, and Yui's just like, it's fine the way it is. No worries. And Nodoka's like, you realize Azusa's going to be by herself if you don't recruit anyone. And he was like, that could be bad. Also, Ritsu's like, well, hey, if you're already here, you're gonna be the next club president by this time next year. And there's this like real goofy image of Ritsu like presenting Azusa as like the club president. She has like the sash on.
Yep.
It's
fantastic.
So they go out recruiting, and of course they do it like they always do, and that's just by putting the animal costumes on and going forth.
Being the weirdness that they are.
Being the weirdos that they are. Ritsu also comes up with this idea to just basically become a con artist.
Yes, that part's funny.
She's like, okay, I got this plan. I'm going to go out, fake an injury, and then have them bring me back to the Light Music Club room. So she goes out, like, falls over, and she's like, would you two bring me back to the Light Music Club room? And then, like, she comes, and they bring her in, she's like, oh, thank you. Would you both be interested in joining the Light Music Club? And they're like, oh, no, sorry. We're going to go. She also does, like, some other just weird stuff. Yui at one point just, like, goes around and is like, oi, governor, do you know where the Light Music Club room is? And then just, like, this girl just, like, yeah, you go up the stairs. And she's like, oh, thank you very much. She completely just forgets what she was supposed to do. The other idea that Ritsu comes up with is like, all right, we're going to infiltrate all the other clubs and see how they recruit members.
And then Yui just wants to join the kendo?
She wants to join the
I for-
judo club.
The judo club.
They also go to like a tea club, and they're like, ugh, the tea's bad. We get our first visit of the occult club, but they're not in at the moment. They will be prominent as the season goes on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So yeah, their overall mission of trying to find recruits and going and doing all this stuff really doesn't pan out. Everything's very unsuccessful. The next day they have the freshman orientation concert. So once again, we hear a brief bit of Fuo time, and Yui does her windmill because of course she has her new move.
She has to show it off.
She has to show it off. They follow that up with the next day, and they're like, still no new members. So really bad. Azusa gets real mad that Yui's using like a weird frog decoration to try and lure people in.
That frog is hilarious.
The rest of the club's like worrying about trying to figure out a way to get new members for Azusa so she's not by herself by next year. And then Yui's just like, it's fine, no worries, we'll be okay. We're fine the way we are. Da 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 da. And I think as well at this point, like Azusa's like talking with June and Ui, and they're like, yeah, I think one of the reasons why people aren't really joining is that like, you know, you seem like such a tight knit group that it would be hard to kind of like get in at this point. Like
infiltrate.
Yeah, like it would just be really hard to like kind of mesh with that group.
But also you're weird.
You're very weird. While Yui's having that conversation with everyone, Azusa comes back and kind of overhears it, and then like once she comes in, she's like, they're like, oh, we're gonna do stuff, and then like everyone's like, Azusa's like, it's fine, we'll figure things out. But also Azusa's like, all right, Yui, I'm going to be much harsher on you this year. And Yui's like, we got to go get new members. And that's how the episode ends. We don't got any trivia this week either, so that's it.
Well, dang.
That's our season premiere.
And our new ending song, which has a neat outfit, but overall the song is
a lot of cake.
A lot of cake, a lot of like 90s workout gear for some reason. I don't understand that part, but you know, you do you.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Obviously, not a real big change from season 1 to season 2, obviously, like because of just, you know, where it is timeline wise, and just, you know, it's the same kind of flow and all that. I think like we were kind of talking about this when we were watching the episode, like it feels all you kind of have a feel more of that like Kyoto Animation touch to this season compared to the first season, which I think is more just like, hey, you know, more budget probably into the season. Also, this is a longer season in general, so you know they're gonna put a little bit more oomph into it,
some polish.
But yeah,
it looks great.
Not like just not a whole lot different going on so far. But you know, this entire season is going to follow the senior year for 4 of the girls. So not going to be like last season where it was like freshman year, it's over in 3 episodes. That's it. But yeah, that's our season premiere. Next time we will be discussing season 2 episode number 2 called Cleanup.
Dun-dun-dun.
A lot of stuff to clean up.
Tons.
But if you would like more from us, go to seasonallycheckup.com or scc.cool is where you can find past episodes of this podcast and other podcasts like Season Anime Checkup and Season Anime Checkup OVA, and columns and reviews on the site as well. If you'd like more from Anladium, go to anladium.com. She's got columns and reviews, and you can follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/animecheckup. So join us next time as we discuss Season 2, Episode 2, and clean up some junk.